So before we discuss about implicit differentiation, let us first discuss about implicit function. Okay. Normally, this implicit function is or equations that are not directly expressed as y equals f of x. So in our past lessons, uh, we are solving functions that are already expressed in y equals f of x. So this function which are directly expressed as y equals f of x, this is called as explicit function. So note that this implicit function can be redefined into explicit function. But there are cases wherein this implicit function wherein napakahaba, no? It would take you longer to redefine it into an explicit function. So therefore, we'll have what you call the implicit differentiation. So this is in terms of our f of x of y equal to 0. Okay, so the content of this function is, let's have a value of x and a value of y. So take note that this implicit can be redefined into explicit function, but there are times wherein mahirap na siyang i-redefine, so therefore we would go to implicit differentiation, wherein take note that if you are doing your implicit differentiation, we will have dy over dx is equal to our y prime, wherein take note that dx will be our input variable and our y will be our output variable. So in this scenario, we will still use the different rules of differentiation. Okay, so we will still recall all the rules of differentiation in solving this implicit function, but we would mind of our dy over dx, which is equal to y prime. So example of this implicit function will be, let's have example of implicit function. Let's have x squared plus y squared is equal to 5. So implicit yan because directly hindi siya nakakonect sa y. Hindi siya nakasulat sa form y is equal to f of x. Pero itong function na to, pwede mo siyang gawing explicit by simply doing y squared is equal to 5 minus x squared. So, pag kinuha mo yung square root ng both side, you'll have square root of 5 minus x squared. It's explicit function form. Also, we have let's have our example xy plus y squared is equal to 3. So, this is its implicit function. So, therefore, we can actually resolve it into its explicit function. So, therefore, pwede nating isulat na y, labas natin yung y, will have x plus y equals 3. So, therefore, y is equal to 3 over x plus y. So, ito yung kanyang explicit form in terms of y. But still, meron kayong y dito. So, therefore, this is still in implicit form. So, pag may y ka pa rin sa loob, gagamitan po pa rin siya ng implicit differentiation. Okay? So, take note na pag gumagamit ka ng explicit function directly na form na tayo na y is equal to f of x. Explicit yan. Pero, pag hindi mo siya simplify into a value y is equal to f of x, katulad ng ginawa natin dito, so therefore, still perform our implicit differentiation. Okay? So, next is our higher derivatives. Pag higher derivatives, it is continuous differentiation. Continuous differentiation. So, differentiate lang tayo ng differentiate. Let's say we have y equals f of x. So, pag dinerivative natin yan, we'll have dy is equal to the derivative of f of x, siyempre with respect to dx. Take note that this can be written as y prime. So, ito yung tinatawag nating first order derivative. And then, pag dinifferentiate mo pa ulit to, so the derivative of dy over dx, which is equal to, with respect to dx ulit, which is equal to the derivative of f of x with respect to dx. So, pag dinerivative mo pa rin to ulit, which is equal to the derivative of y prime with respect to dx. So, this is equal to our y double prime, which is ito yung tinatawag nating second order derivative. So, and so on and so on and so forth, magkakaroon ka ng d, let's say d of f of x and d of f of x raised to n. Okay? D of f of x raised to n over dx, which is equal to d raised to n y with respect to our dx, which is equal to our y raised to n. Okay? So, dito, you will see that itong n na to, so dinagyan ko siya ng bracket, meaning this will be the number of times na i-derivative mo siya. I-derivative. So, lahat ng n dyan. Okay? So, therefore, from this situation, pag sinabi nating y from 1 to 3, pwedeng ganyan. So, means first derivative. Pag dalawang ganito, this is second derivative. Pag tatlong ganyan, this means third derivative. Pag ginawang 4, this means fourth derivative. Y raised to 5 means fifth derivative. Okay? So dito, this is dy over dx. So d2y over dx, d3 y over dx, d4 y over dx, and of course d5 y over dx. Okay? So meaning nito yung ating mga different derivatives for our higher derivatives. Okay? So that is our higher derivatives. Continuous differentiation lang hanggang ma-meet mo yung gusto ng problem. So let's have our example 1. Wherein we have x cubed plus y cubed minus 6xy equals 0. So as you can see, if we would perform our implicit differentiation with this one, so we'll have the derivative of x cubed plus y cubed minus 6xy equals 0 with respect to dx. So we will have the derivative of x cubed with respect to dx plus the derivative of y cubed with respect to dx minus the derivative of 6xy with respect to dx equals 0. So if you would perform our implicit differentiation, always take note that our dy over dx is equal to y prime or yung derivative ng y natin. So from this, we'll have a value of 3x squared dx over dx plus 3y squared dy over dx minus 6 multiplied by, so this will be performed by our product rule, wherein we have the derivative of x with respect to dx plus x the derivative of y with respect to dx equals 0. Okay? So ito galing to sa ating udv plus vdu, wherein our u is equal to x and our v is equal to y. Okay? So by further manipulation of this equation, you will have a value equal to 3x squared multiplied by the derivative of x is positive 1 plus 3y squared multiplied by the derivative of y over dx is our y prime minus 6 multiplied by y multiplied by the derivative of x is 1 plus x multiplied by the derivative of y is y prime equals 0. So our main goal here will have yung ating dy over dx, which is equal to our y prime. So in this, we'll have a value equal to 3x squared plus 3y squared y prime minus 6y plus minus, I should say, 6x y prime equals 0. So by grouping yung y prime, group y prime, we'll have a value equal to 3y squared y prime minus 6xy prime, ito, then ito. So ta-transpose natin yung mga terms na walang y prime, which is equal to negative 3x squared plus our 6y. Okay, so factoring out your y prime, you'll have a value equal to 3y squared minus 6x equals negative 3x squared plus 6y, which is y prime equals negative 3x squared plus 6y divided by 3y squared minus 6x. So factoring out your 3, will have 3 multiplied by negative x squared plus 2y divided by 3 multiplied by y squared minus 2x. So cancelling out your 3, because 3 divided by 3 will be equal to 1. So therefore our y prime will be 2y minus x squared divided by y squared minus 2x. That is our example number 1. Find y prime given x squared y minus xy squared plus x squared plus y squared equals 0. So if we will find y prime, so that we will differentiate both sides wherein we will have the derivative of our x squared y minus xy squared plus x squared plus y squared equals 0 with respect to x. So yan. So if we would differentiate this one, so of course we would differentiate our derivative of our x squared y with respect to dx minus the derivative of xy squared with respect to dx plus the derivative of x squared with respect to dx plus the derivative of y squared with respect to dx. So from this point, we may say that you would use our product rule, wherein our u will be equal to x squared and our v will be equal to y. So therefore we'll have u dv plus v du with respect to dx. Okay, so by substituting this function, we'll have a value, we will have an equation equal to x squared multiplied by the derivative of v, which is equal to y with respect to dx, plus v, which is equal to y multiplied by the derivative of x squared with respect to dx, minus, of course, in our second scenario, second term we're in, our u will be equal to x and our v will be equal to y squared. So therefore we'll use u dv with respect to dx plus v du with respect to dx, wherein we'll have a value equal to x multiplied by the derivative of y squared with respect to dx plus v, which is y squared multiplied by the derivative of x with respect to x. Okay, so plus, of course, the derivative of x squared with respect to x is 2x plus the derivative of y squared with respect to x is equal to 2y dy over dx. So upon manipulation of these equations, siyempre equals 0 to, we'll have a value equal to x squared dy over dx plus y multiplied by the derivative of dx squared is 2x minus derivative of x dy squared is x multiplied by 2y dy over dx plus y squared multiplied by the derivative of x is 1. Okay, so plus 2x plus 2y dy over dx. Note that dy over dx is initiated as our y prime. So therefore, we may say that we will have a value equal to x squared y prime plus 2yx minus 2xy y prime plus y squared plus 2x plus 2y y prime. Next is combine all like terms or combine all terms with y prime. So from that we'll have a value equal to x squared y prime, so equals 0 to, so therefore ilipat ko to mamaya, x squared y prime, and then of course we have negative 2xy y prime plus 2yy prime, so plus 2yx minus y squared plus 2x equals 0. And then after nyan, syempre, we will transpose all the figures that has no y prime, tapos lahat ng mga y prime matitira dito. So therefore we'll have a value equal to x squared y prime minus 2xy y prime plus 2y prime equals negative 2xy plus y squared minus 2x. So factoring out your y prime, will have a value equal to x squared minus 2xy plus 2y equals negative 2xy plus y squared minus 2x. So by further manipulation of this equation, we'll have a value equal to y prime, divide natin yan or cross multiply, we'll have a value equal to negative 2xy plus y squared minus 2x divided by x squared plus 2y plus x squared, which is, take note that our y prime is our dy over dx. Okay, so ayan, that is our solution for this equation. So let's have this y equals 1 plus y all over 2 minus x. So if we would differentiate this equation with respect to y, so as you can see, we would use still the formula for our quotient rule we're in, vdu minus udv, siyempre with respect to x, all over v squared. Okay, so in this situation, our v will be equal to 2 minus x and our u will be equal to 1 plus y. So therefore, we will have derivative or our v, which is equal to 2 minus x multiplied by the derivative of u, which is equal to 1 plus y with respect to x, minus u, which is equal to 1 plus y multiplied by the derivative of v, which is equal to 2 minus x with respect to x divided by v squared, which is equal to 2 minus x squared. So this is equal to our dy over dx. So by solving the problem, okay, so we'll have a value equal to 2 minus x multiplied by the derivative of 1 with respect to x plus the derivative of y with respect to x minus 1 plus y multiplied by the derivative of 2 with respect to x minus the derivative of x with respect to x, so divided by our 2 minus x squared, which is equal to our dy over dx. So from this we'll have a value equal to 2 minus x multiplied by the derivative of 1 with respect to x is 0 plus y prime minus 1 plus y multiplied by 0 minus the derivative of x is 1 divided by our 2 minus x squared. So take note that our dy over dx is also initiated as our y prime. So from this we will have a value equal to 2 minus x multiplied by our y prime multiplied by, so negative 1 multiplied by negative 1 is positive 1 plus 1 plus y all over 2 minus x squared multiplied by y prime. So by further manipulation of this equation, we will have a value equal to cross multiply, so y squared multiplied by 2 minus x squared is equal to y prime, I should say, sorry. So I prime multiplied by 2 minus x squared equals 2 minus x multiplied by y prime plus 1 plus y. So lahat ng y, pag sama-samahin natin lahat ng may y prime, so therefore we'll have a value equal to y prime multiplied by 2 minus x squared multiplied by minus our 2 minus x multiplied by y prime. So, transpose ko to dito, no? Kaya naging negative siya, equals 1 plus y. So as you can see that we can factor out our y prime here. So factoring out our y prime, we will have a value equal to 2 minus x squared minus 2 minus x. Okay? So 2 minus x squared minus 2 minus x. Okay? So equals our 1 plus y. So therefore I may say that my y prime can be written as 1 plus y divided by 2 minus x squared minus 2 minus x. So by further manipulation of this equation, pwede ko pang ilabas yung aking 2 minus x. So therefore I will have my y prime is equal to 1 plus y divided by 2 minus x, so multiplied by 2 minus x, and then may matitirang 1, di ba? So 2 minus x divided by 2 minus x. Ayan. So therefore my y prime will be equal to 1 plus y divided by 2 minus x multiplied by 1 all over 2 minus 1 will be equal to 1, di ba? And then 1 minus x. Okay? But note that our 1 plus y minus divided by 2 minus x was initiated as our y. So therefore, I may write this as my y prime is equal to y divided by 1 minus x as the final answer. Okay? This is our dy over dx. Okay? So for our fourth example, let's have find y double prime at x plus xy plus y is equal to 2. So how we will solve for our y double prime? So as I have said, for our higher derivatives, kung ilan yung nandito sa taas na comma, ibig sabihin yan, it is the number of times na di-differentiate mo yung ating function. So from this, we have x plus y plus y is equal to 2. So therefore, for our first derivative, we will have the derivative of our x with respect to y plus xy plus y equals the derivative of 2 with respect to y. So take note that this will be 0, and this we will have our derivative of x with respect to y plus the derivative of xy with respect to y plus the derivative of y with respect to y. So equals 0. So notably, so in this equation, we'll have the derivative of x with respect to y will be equal to 1. And the derivative of x, y with respect to y, we will use our product rule. Wherein, our u will be equal to x and our v will be equal to y. So using the formula, our u dv plus v du, syempre with respect to x, with respect to x. Okay? So from this, we'll have plus u which is equal to x multiplied by the derivative of v which is equal to y, so dy over dx plus v which is equal to y multiplied by dx over dx, so plus our dy over dx equals 0. So by further manipulation of this equation, we'll have 1 plus x multiplied by the derivative of y with respect to x is equal to our y prime plus y multiplied by the derivative of x with respect to x is equal to 1, so plus our y prime equals 0. So from here, katulad ng lagi natin ginagawa, all y primes will be together, so therefore we'll have a value equal to 1 x y prime plus y prime is equal to negative 1 minus y. Okay, so factoring out your y prime, we'll have y prime multiplied by x plus 1 is equal to negative 1 minus y. So therefore, we'll have a value equal to y prime is equal to negative 1 minus 1 all over x plus 1. So therefore, we may say that our y prime is equal to negative 1 plus y all over x plus 1. Okay? So, after solving for our y prime, so gusto nung kunin yung ating y double prime. So, therefore, kunin natin yung y double prime, we'll have the derivative of y prime with respect to x is equal to the derivative of our, or the derivative of our 1 plus y all over 1 plus x with respect to x. Okay? So, by derivation of this, or by differentiating this, we'll have a value of this one as y double prime, which is equal to v du, so 1 plus x multiplied by the derivative of 1 plus y with respect to x minus 1 plus y multiplied by the derivative of 1 plus x with respect to x, so multiplied by our negative, so of course divided by our 1 plus x squared. Okay, so from this we'll have a value equal to y double prime equals negative multiplied by 1 plus x multiplied by the derivative of 1 with respect to x plus the derivative of y with respect to x minus 1 plus y multiplied by the derivative of 1 with respect to x plus the derivative of x with respect to x divided by our 1 plus x squared. Okay, so therefore we will have a value equal to our y double prime equals negative multiplied by negative 1 plus x multiplied by the derivative of y prime, which is y prime. The derivative of y, which is y prime, minus 1 plus y multiplied by the derivative of x, which is equal to 1, divided by our 1 plus x squared. Okay, so as you can see, this will be our answer for y double prime, which is equal to negative 1 plus x multiplied by y prime minus 1 plus y multiplied by 1 divided by 1 plus x squared. Ngayon, ang gusto kong mangyari is tanggalin yung y prime natin, which is take note that our y prime was denoted as this one, negative 1 or negative 1 divided by negative 1 multiplied by 1 plus y divided by x plus 1. So yun yung gagawin natin dito. We'll have negative multiplied by 1 plus x multiplied by negative 1 multiplied by 1 plus y divided by 1 plus x minus 1 plus y divided by our 1 plus x squared. So therefore, kakancel out natin ito kasi 1 plus x divided by 1 plus x will be equal to 1. So we will have a value equal to negative multiplied by negative 1 multiplied by 1 plus y minus 1 plus y divided by our 1 plus x squared. So factoring out this one negative 1, itong dalawang negative na to, so we'll have a value equal to negative 1 multiplied by negative 1 multiplied by 1 plus y plus 1 plus y divided by 1 plus x squared. So negative 1 multiplied by negative 1 will be positive 1. So therefore we will have 2 multiplied by 1 plus y divided by 1 plus x squared, which is equal to our y double prime, or equal to dy prime with respect to dx, or it can be written as d2 of y with respect to x. Okay, so yan. Okay, so this will be our solution. Okay, for the circle x squared plus y squared equals r squared, show that y over prime divided by 1 plus y prime squared raised to 3 halves is equal to 1 over r. So how will we solve this one? So dito, gusto na mangyari ng problem na magkaroon tayo ng ganitong formula. Okay, so paano ang gagawin natin para ma-derive natin ng ganito? So first, analyze the problem. What are the possible values na nandito? So first things first, yung absolute. So, take note, pag absolute value, lagi yung positive. Okay? Kahit may negative pagsagot, pag kinuha mo yung absolute value niya, positive pa rin yan. Okay? Next is yung y double prime natin, which means we need the second derivative, and also our y prime, which means we need the first derivative. And also, it is equal to 1 over r. Right? So, para natin siya solve, okay, solution. So first, we will get the first derivative of the equation. The derivative of our x squared plus y squared with respect to x, which is equal to the derivative of r squared with respect to x. Okay? So from this, we'll have the derivative of x squared with respect to x plus the derivative of y squared with respect to x is equal to the derivative of r squared is 0. So from this, we know that the derivative of x squared with respect to x is 2x plus, so of course we'll have this one will be solved using our power rule wherein n u raised to n minus 1 du over dx so equals 0. So from this, our n will be equal to 2, our u will be equal to y, so therefore we'll have 2x plus n, which is equal to 2 multiplied by y raised to 2 minus 1 multiplied by the derivative of u with respect to x. Notably, it is equal to 0. So since our y dy over dx can be initiated as y prime, so therefore I will write my equation as 2x plus 2y multiplied by y prime equals 0. So by further manipulation of this equation, I may say that our 2x is equal to negative y prime, negative 2y prime. So therefore, cancelling out your 2, I will have x is equal to y multiplied by y prime. Okay? So notify this equation because this equation will be significant upon solving our problem. So next is we will solve for our y double prime. So solving for y double prime will have, take note, it is in negative so transpose, so ito yung negative natin, so this is x is equal to negative y prime. Okay, so the derivative of x with respect to x is equal to negative multiplied by the derivative of y multiplied by y prime with respect to x. So take note that in this, the derivative of x with respect to x will be equal to 1. And here, in this term, we will use our negative, syempre, multiplied by our formula u dv plus v du o yung tinatawag nating product rule. So, in this scenario, our v will be equal to y and our u will be equal to y prime. So, therefore, we have 1 equals negative multiplied by u, which is equal to y prime multiplied by the dv, the derivative of v, which is the derivative of y with respect to x, plus v, which is equal to y prime, v which is equal to y multiplied by the derivative of our y prime with respect to x. So from here, we'll have a value equal to 1 equals negative multiplied by y prime multiplied by the derivative of y with respect to x is y prime plus y multiplied by the derivative of y prime with respect to x is y double prime. So from here, we may say that we will have a value equal to 1 equals negative, di ba? Negative y prime squared, negative y prime squared plus our y double prime. Okay? So by further manipulation of this equation, we will have 1 plus y prime squared is equal to y double prime divided by y. Okay? So, ang gusto niya mangyari is maging kamukha siya ng ganito. So, ano yung maging diskarte natin dyan? So, first things first is to substitute the value of y kasi wala tayong y dito, di ba? But what is our y? So, at meron din tayong r. Ano saang term ba yung makikita natin yung r? This is our beginning term, which is equal to x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. So from this equation, we may say that we have x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. But in our second derivative, in our first derivative, I should say, we have our x is equal to negative y prime, right? So substituting it to this equation, so we'll have a value equal to negative y prime squared is equal to, plus y squared is equal to r squared. So negative 1 squared is equal to positive 1, so therefore we'll have y squared, y prime squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. So from here, pwede kong i-factor out yung y squared natin, so therefore we'll have y prime squared plus 1 is equal to r squared. So getting square root of both sides, we'll have a value equal to y multiplied by y raised to 1 squared plus 1. So matitira sa kanya yung square root. So it is equal to the square root of r is equal to r. So therefore, our y will be equal to r divided by square root of y prime squared plus 1. Okay? So from here, we may say that we will have a value of our y as this. So substitute natin siya dito. So therefore, we'll have a value equal to 1 plus y prime squared divided by y, which is equal to r divided by square root of y prime squared plus 1 is equal to our y double prime. Okay, so as you can see that we may write it as 1 plus y prime squared multiplied by square root of y prime squared plus 1 divided by r is equal to y double prime, right? So by further manipulation of this equation, okay, so we may say that this can be written as 1 plus y raised to 1 half, or 1 plus y prime squared multiplied by 1 plus yung y prime lang yung naka-square dito, no? Okay, so 1 plus y prime squared multiplied by 1 plus y prime squared raised to 1 half over r is equal to y double prime, wherein 1 half plus 1 is equal to 3 halves, tama? So therefore, we'll have a value equal to 1 plus y prime squared raised to 3 halves over r, which is equal to y double prime, or we may say that 1 over r is equal to y double prime divided by 1 plus y prime squared raised to 3 halves. So okay, so let's recheck our equation. So the solution, first derivative ko siya, second is kinuha natin yung second derivative niya, and we have this. Okay, so okay, ito pala yun. So take note that negative multiplied by y prime multiplied by y prime squared is equal to negative y prime squared. So actually this is negative. Okay, so therefore we'll have negative y double prime here, and then of course you have negative y double prime, negative y double prime, negative y double prime, and negative y double prime. But getting the absolute value of the side of the both sides, we'll have 1 over r is equal to, so matatanggal yung negative kasi kunin natin yung absolute value niya. So therefore we'll have y double prime divided by 1 plus y prime squared raised to 3 halves. Okay, so yan. So that would be the solution. of our equation. So, 1 plus y prime squared 1 over r is equal to y double prime divided by 1 plus y prime squared raised to 3 halves. Note that this equation will have a significant or very worth it in finals kasi gagamitin natin siya. May significant application ng equation natin to sa finals. Okay? So, that is our derivation. So, absolute value. Okay? Find y double prime and y triple prime of the equation y is equal to x squared all over x plus 1. So, as you can see, we will differentiate the equation 3 times. Okay? Kasi kailangan natin ng double prime and triple prime. Okay? So, if using this equation, you will use our quotient rule wherein we'll have v of x multiplied by the derivative of u of x minus u of x multiplied by the derivative of v of x simply with respect to x all over our v of x squared. Okay, so we'll have y prime or our dy over dx is equal to y prime. We'll have v of x which is equal to x plus 1 multiplied by the derivative of x squared dx minus u of x which is equal to x squared multiplied by the derivative of x plus 1 with respect to dx divided by our v of x which is equal to x plus 1 squared. Okay, by solving the problem, we'll have a value equal to x plus 1 multiplied by the derivative of x squared is 2x minus x squared multiplied by the derivative of x plus 1 will be the derivative of x is 1 plus the derivative of 1 is 0 divided by our x plus 1 squared. So this will be our y prime where it will have a value equal to 2x squared plus 1 plus 2x minus x squared divided by x plus 1 squared wherein we have 2x squared minus x squared will be x squared plus 2x divided by x plus 1 squared. So this will be our y prime. So getting our second derivative, so therefore we'll differentiate again wherein we'll have the derivative of y prime with respect to dx is equal to our d raised to 2y over dx, or it is equal to our y double prime which is equal to the derivative of our x squared plus 2x divided by the derivative of our x plus 1 squared. Okay, so let's focus on this equation. So we'll have our new u will be equal to x squared plus 2x and our new v will be equal to x plus 1 squared. So using the formula which is v du minus u dv all over v squared. Okay, so therefore we'll have a value equal to v, which is equal to x plus 1 squared multiplied by the derivative of u, which is equal to x squared plus 2x with respect to x minus u dv, which is equal to x squared plus 2x multiplied by the derivative of v, which is equal to x plus 1 squared with respect to dx divided by our v squared, which is equal to x plus 1 squared. Okay, so from here we'll have a value equal to x plus 1 squared multiplied by the derivative of 2x squared. So note that the derivative of x squared will be equal to 2x and the derivative of 2 will be equal to 2. Okay, so therefore we'll have 2x plus 2 minus our x squared plus 2x multiplied by the derivative of x plus 1 squared, which is, we'll have n u raised to n minus 1 du over dx, wherein your n will be equal to 2 and your u will be equal to x plus 1. So therefore we'll have 2 multiplied by our u, which is equal to x plus 1, 2 minus 1 multiplied by the derivative of our x plus 1 with respect to dx, syempre divided by our x plus 1 squared, so raised to 4, x plus 1 squared squared. Okay, so therefore we'll have a value equal to, so dito pwede natin i-factor out yung 2, so therefore we'll have 2 multiplied by x plus 1 squared multiplied by x plus 1 minus, we have x squared plus 2x multiplied by 2 multiplied by x plus 1 multiplied by the derivative of x plus 1 will be the derivative of x is equal to 1 plus the derivative of 1 is equal to 0, so 1 plus 0 divided by our x plus 1 raised to 4. So as you can see in this equation, we may factor out our x plus 1, so therefore we'll have, and 2 of course, diba? So 2 multiplied by x plus 1, so therefore we'll have x plus 1 squared minus x squared plus 2x multiplied by 1 plus 0 is 1. So take note na itong dalawang 2x, 2 multiplied by x plus 1 is common sa both terms natin, kaya finactor out ko siya. So divided by our x plus 1 raised to 4. So by further manipulation of this equation, we'll have 2 multiplied by x plus 1, so multiplied by x squared plus 2x plus 1, expand ko siya, minus x squared minus 2x. Okay, so divided by our x plus 1 raised to 4. So by further manipulation of this equation, we'll have 2 multiplied by x plus 1 multiplied by x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus x squared minus 2x will be equal to, so x squared minus x squared is 0, 2x minus 2x will be 0, so 1 divided by x plus 1 raised to 4. So as you can see, meron tayong parehas na numerator, this is raised to 1, so therefore we'll have y double prime will be equal to 2 all over x plus 1 raised to 3. So yan yung ating y double prime. So ngayon, kung gusto nyong kunin yung ating y triple prime, so since we have our y double prime which is equal to this one, so therefore I may say that my y triple prime will be equal to the derivative of my y double prime with respect to x, or can be written as d3 x y with respect to x, which is equal to another derivative of our 2 divided by x plus 1 raised to 3 with respect to x. So of course, we may rewrite it as the derivative of 2 multiplied by x plus 1 raised to negative 3 with respect to x. So using our power rule wherein we have n u raised to n minus 1 du over dx, wherein our u will be equal to x plus 1 and our n will be equal to negative 3. So therefore from this, by using our formula, I may say that I will have a value equal to negative 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by x plus 1 raised to negative 3 minus 1 multiplied by the derivative of x plus 1 with respect to x. So therefore we have negative 6 multiplied by x plus 1 raised to negative 4 multiplied by the derivative of x is 1 and the derivative of 1 is 0. So 1 plus 0. So therefore we'll have a value equal to negative 6 divided by x plus 4, x plus 1 I should say, raised to positive 4. Okay, is equal to negative 6 divided by x plus 1 raised to positive 4. Okay, that would be our second derivative. Okay, or I should say third derivative. Okay, so y raised to 3, y to the third derivative.